Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Root, which is also banned. So something that has to pair well with Nyx, who's a weak laner. And I'm just going with Tide for more team fight. So I think this is like a desperation pick. I think they realize that they just don't have an answer for the TB here. Getting slapped by the brand new buffed Terrorblade, and with Hara here as well, it might be First Blood. Gets the reflection, one more auto attack under the tower. Oof. There it is. First Blood goes to Kaikyo on that Terrorblade. Nice double hero impale there. But that's a great way to start the game. I mean, we're talking about Terrorblade going into the late game, but he just starts the game with First Blood. That's as good as it gets.
Something we
actually see him mid lane, kind of getting his eyes on Phoenix, who is out of mana. All right, so it ends up paying off big time. His zone just gonna go and dive the tower here. Pops the Fairy Fire. Phoenix, one more auto attack. Does go down zone with the salve there. Able to top himself off just barely to survive. So, was that a salve from the Nyx? I couldn't tell. I think it was. It seemed very short duration.
Yeah, it was just an emergency. Yeah, Puck's still 300 gold ahead of him at the moment. So let's see how this develops. Oh, Dolme.
Going for Dolme. Yeah. That's what I was talking about though. The Bat Rider, pretty oh no way. He goes for the dive? Doppelganger's out? Okay, that is a Chad play right there.
Alright. Break right now. I'm not sure if they realize Kaiko. Well, he'll realize now. Damage is gonna be drained. Does have a bunch of stick turns to work with. Can he get them off though? Snowball saved into it, but the Ravage catches him in turn. Goodbye, Kaiko. After all, Zone though also kinda low. They're blasting, they're clicking, and they're getting kills. 1-for-1 exchange, I suppose. 1 for the 2, but the fight's not over yet. Phoenix coming in. Son Goku, a little bit low, dodges the blast. The coil will help finish him off, so.
You're against a Treant Protector. The living armor, if you don't take down the tower, will eventually bring it back up to full health, but they're going for the wraparound.
The Ravage ready to go. The Overgrowth cancelled here with the lasso. The Ravage will survive though. The Overgrowth does come out. Now Kaiko once again in the middle. He can't stun them, not really doing too much, but he's being healed up. Trying to stand its ground, but does not have any damage. Drained away by the Razor. And now they're chasing for more. Puck cannot make it out. Just doesn't have enough tankiness. Doesn't have enough health points here. Now Hara in the front lines. Let's just go for bad to worse. Team Saiyan just finished up the man style of his own as the Scotty queued up, and then Mjolnir as well. That's a good catch. Bat Rider shows off his own blink in style.
This is not something you see all that often. A lot of times Bat Riders have gone for like the really quick BKB, and it's like when you see this Drums, Windlace, Tranquil Boots, you're like, all right, this guy's definitely just gonna go BKB and run at us, right? No, instead just gets the Blink Dagger right away, gets quick pickoffs, and it kind of makes sense if you look at how ShenZhen's been playing. Like they're just splitting the map.
But they basically paid their melee racks as a price for letting Roshan go, right? Because they did not want to go and fight into the Phantom Man. So like,
they found him.
Ooh, they did.
The patience play. Will he get the kill though?
Surely he's dead this time, right? Right? Oh, the overgrowth! That's how it's. Surely he's dead. Yeah.
Okay.
35 seconds on the Aegis. Like, if that expires, if they can find last. Okay, lassoing the Tide Hunter. Not sure about that, but they get the kill. Not quite. Snowball. From Lotus Orb, but he's dead before it can Ravage or do anything.
Oh, big coil. Can they follow it though?
He kind of needed here. They burst him down as a take on a Puck.
I guess they just good jungle items for sure. The question is whether or not he's going to actually give up. No, he's not. He's going to hold on to him for what he has. Okay. Phantom Lancer having the Penta Edge Sword. I mean, this is arguably one of the best ones he could possibly get. Nyx Assassin gets found here. They go right onto the high ground. They catch the puck.
Oh, the Ravage catches absolutely everybody. Terrorblade in front, pops a BKB. But that also means you kind of want to commit, but they're just trying to walk away. They got the lasso though on the real MS. Still they have the damage. Kaiko clicking away. But another scaffold spells. There's just not enough damage here, or is there? Son Goku kind of low. Zone in the middle with refreshing, complete refresher though. He's starting to clean through them. And Kaiko finally, no more protection left. BKBs, buybacks come out. but it's just not enough. Wenhao protected by the spike carapace as well. Yeah, gonna have to contest this one this time on ShenZhen to let this one go. This is Lever up, and they blink up to the high ground. Hara still alive though, the silence, but stand up on the park. Yeah, you should still be fine. Hara, not too much. The call comes out, jump to the side. Phoenix, oh, that's blink forward at the overgrowth. Another. Okay, that's YP going down. Phoenix, not for what either. They get him. Could not get enough distance. Nowhere to be seen. No metamorphosis either for another 10 seconds. So a little bit rough. Taking an ages away at least makes MS think twice, but that was the last committed as well as the coils. They can't do that again in this fight. They have to do it the old-fashioned way, just butt their heads and hope that it's enough.
Yeah, they're just committing big cooldowns, right, to try and slow this. It was the lasso, now it's the meta. But as soon as this is over, again, I think we're going to see Saiyan just run around on the high ground. They just do it anyway.
Ravage connects over, and that's such dead air. It doesn't have buyback. He's not going to come back. Nobody's coming back. This says no points. GG, just like that.
Can't come back if your whole team's dead and you have no buyback. So that's one way to do it. Who needed the second Ravage?
My god, alright. I was doubting the draft, but its surge mana cost reduced. Scales up to 35, and backyard damage got increased significantly actually. At the first couple of levels. So from 40 to 100 at level 1.
40 to 100, yeah.
Yeah.
And the last pick ends up being a life stealer here for Kaiko.
It's on. Yeah, mid lane, obviously, Dragon Knight, like, puck and click him only once, it's not going to do anything. But then bottom, Hara might be in a bit of trouble here, gets interrupted, toss forward, and yeah, it just ticks out. Wenhao gets the last hit.
It's really smart to play around that timing. They just got the extra level, right? Top lane, they're also going to find a kill on LWW there, which, I mean, is you could say quote-unquote space, and Juggernaut does actually need this since he is into that Razor pick, so he's able to just...
No distance. Maybe with a hammer he can get close. The courier bait! The courier bait, it's happening! It worked!
Hara finally chases him down and gets the kill. Nicely done.
Yeah.
It's really deceiving. I've seen him like 3 times. I was like, did he just Starbreaker? And he didn't. Like either of the times. Like you actually have to watch the like. What is it? Like the. Oh, whatever. I can't remember. There's like
in the icon with.
Not the icon. There's like a. On the attack itself, like it has like some particles or something. Dolomite top lane goes down though. Nice rotation there from the Tiny.
Yeah, at least they want to see as a benchmark up against a Treant Protector, especially.
Yeah, that's the DK effect. 30 seconds, he's gonna rotate top and start taking top tower. This is why like Puck hates this matchup, because A, you don't get to CS well into the lane at all. You just get
Try again, Dolomite
coiled up.
Starting to fight around a little bit, but it doesn't have the health points to resustain.
They're doing a really good job of shutting down the Razor. They got their eyes on MS. The question is, they have the I mean, you have the Blink Dragon Tail to follow here, but the rest of Saiyan actually just smokes right in.
Yeah, Phoenix doesn't get out. Here is Dawnbreaker helping out though. Coiled together. And now, jump in on Wenhao. Coil snaps actually on the Omnislash on 2 heroes. Just cuts them to pieces.
Yeah, that feels good. I mean, if your Juggernaut is like taking a fight near where your Juggernaut is farming there while he has his ability gameplay, like that's not how it's intended to be used.
Yeah,
but,
it's an stop griefing and to help you make sure you don't get mistakenly tossed, right? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Lucky fight coming in, the Blink Decker reveal here on the Darkseer, trying to burst him down. Dolomite with the BKB, protecting himself, beautiful stuns, and the follow-ups there from Hara. Son Goku will die first, Wenhao soon to follow. It's all 5 heroes on ShenZhen collapse.
That is a really, really, really good kill there. Yeah, they just kind of got caught.
It's going to fall now.
Yeah, it was really smart too, because even if you go in,
League Overgrowth catches a couple here, focusing on Hara. It's just a target of opportunity here. Kaiko finishes up the Treant in turn. What? That was the Omnis there. What happened there? Invis!
Yeah, he's into the infested Nyx.
Now the blink stun over on the Juggernaut. Can he trigger the Aegis right away? Nice stun here, also catching the Darkseer. Much better target to kill off, and one that also stays dead. Juggernaut gets spin TP out as a result. Still, great fight for ShenZhen, even though they still have that Aegis.
Razor's got his refresher and is a big
It
hard
is.
click. Alright, it's settled for the Tiny. Yeah, it's definitely not a bad pick. That does give you the ability to still threaten Roche now that you have the hero advantage. Hara, though, needs to be careful here.
This is,
Jug's not close enough, though.
at some point you gotta shift from playing alone aggressively to playing more defensively, so you have that Solar Guardian ready to go to help out your team.
That's a cheeky play there by Goku. He tried to vacuum them onto the...
Or being able to catch somebody else beforehand again. Tiny's already back. They're smoked up in the back lines. Hara can brushing top. Like again, he can always join in whenever, unless he's the one being gone on. So that might be a strat for Saiyan if they can somehow find him. But instead, okay, what? He blinks away.
Look at the blink.
He's so fine right now.
that was
Fuck him. Isolated up on top. That's a wall to finish up the next assassin. Menhao dies in front of the pit, but Dragonite still being gone on, bashed here, even as he's BKB, but still tanking up for the team to come in. The infant to save him, and now the Dawnbreaker ult as the Omnistash comes out. Juggernaut completely.
Such a sick buyback
here
from Hara.
That was insane.
This is exactly what I was talking about. So the Ag's evasion is so good to deal with the Juggernaut. They basically bait it, the buyback right into that Dawnbreaker ult. Like they just sit there, heal up completely, tank all of the damage, and Juggernaut has pretty much committed everything at that point. And now ShenZhen, they get the bonus kill there under the Trade Protector, and Roshan as well. So this is a really, really, really sick play from them.
But even that might not be enough, because Dawnbreaker has a refresher orb queued up and only 300 gold away from it, but there's a bit of fight going in. They toss him around, and yeah, this ult is a little bit too late. Razor is down, and okay, Hara.
I mean, you can't cancel the Dawnbreaker ult once it starts, so that is the one thing that happens. You know, you press R on Dawnbreaker, you're going there. There's no stopping it. That's how that works.
Well,
so
he was close to refresher, now not so much. So.
Dawnbreaker now without buyback, dead for a long.
Victim. Inside the blink, BKB, and the Trickster's cloak even. So. Oh, there we go, going in. Actually find the mixed assassin as well as a Dragon Knight, but Kaiko's also there.
Fight the wall.
Idea. BKB to protect Phoenix. Meanfest to build some extra health, but they realize this is not a great fight. The Overgrowth connects on a Dragon Knight though. It's gonna need some help, and that's the Dawnbreaker ult here up against the Omni Slash. Is gonna be enough for the toss back and the extra nukes. It is not. Kaiko now forced to man fight here up against Mess, but he's too fast. They have to settle for the Tiny. Saiyan not leaving though, they're still hanging around, seeing if they can't leverage.
He needs to like use the Orchid to pop the Lincolns into the Dragon Tail.
Oh, that's not a real one.
What a bait.
Ah, the bait was real, and now the call catches the company fighting into the Nyx, who's axed up, and that makes things a bit awkward here. Get rid of the healing ward, drag them to the high ground. He can burn right there. No one forced up him away, sure. And Kaiko in the front, he's still alive though. Satanic to keep him back up to full strength zone. Gonna get right click down, and now the Manfight up against MS. The Overgrowth will hold him in place and keep him safe for the moment, but he's already casted his spells, and now to find the bash on the right hero. He's gonna return, packed with a buyback, trying to make his way into the fight, and he does. There's another bit of control. The Dawnbreaker finally coming out, and that's a big problem here. She's being eaten by MS, desperately trying to keep this Juggernaut alive. Her random bash comes out, but now the spin ends, and he gets stunned immediately. Goodbye, Jug. Goodbye, Tiny. He gets a couple of spells out to buy space for the rest of his team. But ShenZhen, how do they take this fight?
Burrowed Nyx, man, that's literally what this fight was. Like, I actually can't stress how good they're to keep him alive. So, really sick play, and they just go onto the high ground. They're going to be the ones to take first barracks, despite being down 5k.
I think Axe here trying to annoy the Lifestealer, but it's kind of hard to bring him down. A lot of health points to eat through, and then he can heal himself right back up to Satanic if he needs to. So now, vacuum wall. Alright, good start here. Dawnbreaker ults, and the Razor's just straight up dead. Stun though, connector and Juggernaut trying to get to him, and they have plenty of control. Plenty of damage to stun on Puck as well. Dieback for Chuck, that's a big damage, so big overgrowth, but Kaiko still alive. He's hitting, he's living. He doesn't give a damn. Oh, okay, maybe you should now. Finally goes down. Buyback's coming through though. They know that there's no Juggernaut. Mass. Yeah, 30 seconds on the clock. Another couple of seconds for the overgrowth.
Oh, the Abyss! They caught him!
They got him! And that's a dead Darkseer. Surely, there's no way he lives. Yep. Goodbye.
He does have buyback
though, yeah. 10 seconds on the clock for Juggernaut. They have to leave. And now,
Blink overgrowth?
Blink overgrowth. Can they actually get out? Nix doesn't try to burrow in, but yeah. Still alive, healed up by the Dawnbreaker. Hex before he can actually burrow. But now him and Hara are kind of stuck here.
These are two really big kills they can get him. The Hara has to die as well. Normal punch comes through, so that's 2 diebacks. This is the thing. You've committed so heavily here on the side of ShenZhen to try and take this advantage. You are still 8,000 gold behind. Yes, you did manage to like time for Saiyan here. You get mid racks, you go throne. I think you don't bother with bottom, but it looks like, yeah, they're going throne. You have to. This is the absolute like best chance you're gonna get to try and end this game.
Well, here we go. They're gonna try and get rid of the Juggernaut immediately. Force him back to bash. The controller's there. All right, off to a good start.
He's just dead.
Yeah.
Blink Abyssal, Blink Dragon Tail. I guess they have enough things to hold him down.
Yeah. Nothing left to throw. It was so close to losing this one.
Wait a minute.
Well, I guess it's not over just
Satanic.
yet. Kaiko though, yeah, he's fine. Gets the rage. They get the click away. There's nothing to stop this. But
Unbelievable.
I was very worried there for ShenZhen for a while. But then they get that extra kill and Jug. Turn it back around in their favor. Like you have to really make sure that you have some sort of dispel for the reflection, or else you're just gonna kill your own team.
Yeah, I was gonna say Monkey King.
Can I get it?
Yeah, there's a Medusa. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Back to
But I guess he values that extra like magic nuke to try and push the wave against like Puck doing the exact same thing. But yeah, gets level 6, goes Dragon Form immediately. Both supports are actually here on the side of ShenZhen, so they really do not want to give up this tower.
Yeah. Also want to secure that 6-minute rune if they possibly can. Of course it spawns on the other side. Tombstone goes down, the coil as well. Dragonite perhaps a bit vulnerable here. There's some help coming, but without also joining in. Starbreaker, but first one's actually going to be going to Phoenix. Just clicks away for the moment at least, but this lane's not safe anymore for Kaiko. Another stun. Now the Tombstone goes down. Bushwhack to buy some space, but Kaiko needs to run, but he can't run far enough. Yeah, exactly what I was worried about.
Really feels bad for that Medusa here, and they're actually just going to coil up on zone here. Hold Hara in place. Cold Embrace, buy him a little bit of space. Brewmaster's going to cancel the TP to the top lane.
Turn this one around though, and Silence not going to last long enough. Primal comes out, Phoenix still very tanky, and they're going to at least bring down this Dawnbreaker eventually. Lifting up the puck, and then taking that space to walk away.
Not the...
Hers, it basically makes you have an Aegis, right?
Yeah, you just instantly are replaced with an illusion that has, you know, it's just you, but you're an illusion.
I don't think you can use items, you can still use spells, so... Very powerful up top though, do they have enough control? They certainly do! Goodbye Terrorlane! That's a pretty big one. LWW will be cherry on top, I suppose. A very disgusting zombie cherry, but still.
It's pretty huge.
Oh, Dome, yeah. Swap back, force into the ultimate. Team's kind of coming in. And Son Goku has his own Magnum Scepter, so he would return even if they do get that initial kill. Meanwhile, the Inception are back. Zone trying to do what he can. Hara actually, yeah, with the extra bit of help from Wenhao, it does stick out despite the glimmer. Meanwhile, Kaiko Zone ultimate, zone. Gets zoned out, I suppose, when out. Coming through.
You've already committed Stone Gaze.
Kicking away, and now no more spells are left. They're caught inside the coil. Couple of right clicks, but she just doesn't have the power anymore just yet, or does she? He's clicking away. Phoenix returning into the fight. MS, though, still very healthy. Very powerful indeed. So huge victory being won by Saiyan as ShenZhen just stick around for a little bit too long.
Yeah, that was such a sick rotation from MS. He actually just has first item Butterfly. You got the Yasha casually, just goes right into the Butterfly. Oh, Terrorblade.
Okay, nice one.
And if you're wondering why, that is why. It is literally the answer to the Wyvern. This whole game, if he just is anywhere near his illusions and gets Winter's Curse, he'll literally die to his own illusions. So he builds a Butterfly, gives himself his own evasion. It's a actually like super smart play here.
Oh well.
Here from Saiyan. They happen to pick anything else? They got Sanj and Yasha done. Just got the blink on zone now. Oh, that's a good way to start.
Aura here. Stun connects, but there's no real follow-up. It's just instinctive from Phoenix, and it might have signed his own death warrant. In fact, it has. So 2 quick kills.
That's Roche.
Now Beeline
You got meta up. Yeah, you go right in there. This is such a good movement from Saiyan.
Yeah, very quick pick. Bonus kill on a core hero. All ShenZhen can do about it is just scanning. She's got them all out. Oh, the smoke breaks. LWW. Still give us life, but it's kind of his job.
Yeah, that's a very, very worthy death. Because they were going to run right into the Vengeful Spirit otherwise, and, you know, she gets out.
Yeah.
And again, they don't really have any of the lanes pushed in far enough to start pressuring a tier 2 tower. Like, mid lane is still pretty far away. So it's going to take a moment before they can do anything. And mid lane is like the worst lane that they could push. Aegis is going to expire there, which does give them, you know, maybe a little bit of a moment to start fighting. When you get the respite, but zone, he's got a Lincoln Sphere. And of course, if you initiate onto the bench, he just comes back. Ooh.
Come back in. Call snapped. Medusa still strong. Only his Winter's Curse on a single hero. Clicking away.
That is a DD Terrorblade.
Already dead. Son Goku looks like he'll die once, but it's gonna be right back. Kaiko now finally with that also coming through as she turns the Terrorblade into stone, as well as the Dawnbreaker trying to do the damage, but just not enough. Has to try and run, but can't do that either. Kaiko is down for the count. The rest of this team falling apart at the seams. This Bruce Split did not seem like it did anything there in that fight.
It purged a DD rune. Demon Zeal is one of those things where it's like, yes, it costs health, but you do have the Satanic, which is pretty sick. Ooh, coil.
Hara dead again.
Coil.
That's a big problem. Swapping back Phoenix. And it goes off to the side here as they focus on the squirrel.
All right, I'm going to make a really bad pun here. Zone is in the zone right now, dude.
I get it.
Yeah, this guy is owning. Like, that coil is so sick. The Aegis the Roshan dies the second he coils like 3 heroes as they're walking onto their high ground. Like, he was just ready and waiting. That was such a smart play.
Well, I do appreciate you warning us about the bad pun beforehand. Long here if MS clicks them. And Kaiko is just tickling it away. The Wind's Curse in the back. But Dawnbreaker counter. Swap in. Oh, they swap Medusa right into the arms of MS, clicking away. No more mana. The Bruce was even cancelled here. Dawnbreaker cannot help. A second Dawnbreaker over because she pops a refresher. That's a buyback from Medusa. Stuns bouncing. Kaiko right there in the middle of it, trying to do the best he can, which is just stand and fight and right click. But she has no damage. MS just straight up meant fighting. That's a dieback on Medusa. ShenZhen out of the game right now. No possible way to turn this one around.
As just Megas, Terrorblade does not care. Dude, I cannot believe how long it took them to kill the Vengeful Spirit. The swap damage reduction plus the Wraith Pact was just ridiculous. He has a Halberd as well. Like, he was tanking so much damage on this Venge, and they just